Hello, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm David Riggleman, Communications Director for the City of Las Vegas. Thanks for joining us for Access City Council. Coming up on this show, residents in Ward 5 receive a special Thanksgiving surprise from Councilman Cedric Crear, and seniors show off their talent at the annual Doolittle Senior Showcase. Here to discuss these topics and much more is, of course, the councilman who represents Ward 5. It is Cedric Crear. Welcome and happy Thanksgiving. Great to have you here.
Thank you, sir. It's great to be here. Thanksgiving is here, and can't wait to dive into some turkey.
Exactly.
No doubt about
It's
it.
that time of year, and it's the holidays. They're here. Boom.
It is here, and it's chilled down a little bit, which is great from the summer heat, but it's still temperament here in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
One of the beautiful things we love about being
so
in
we love
Vegas.
it, yeah.
There's no snow for the most part. It's chilly, sweater weather, maybe a light jacket, but we don't need to overcoat.
Yeah, we're not
and all
shoveling
that.
the driveway.
Yeah,
for
shoveling
sure.
snow is an overrated experience, let me tell you.
Exactly right. So, well, Councilman, you represent Ward 5. You know it well. To the viewers out there, maybe you're not exactly sure where we're talking about. We're going to show you. It's basically part of our downtown area right there. It's an interesting ward because it encompasses the downtown, but actually goes all the way out to the northwest, too. So, yeah.
Yeah, you know, we're the only ward, I believe, that has 3 area metro commands. We have Northwest Area Command, Downtown Area Command, DTAC, and we also have Bolden Area Command.
Really?
Right in one ward. So we do encompass a lot of square footage, and we have a very diversified ward as well.
For sure.
So,
For sure. A lot going on. Very giving ward, too.
yes.
Recently, this is a tradition from Ward 5, the annual turkey delivery, multiple locations, hundreds of turkeys.
Yes.
Frozen turkeys. Wear the gloves because they're cold. They're like blocks of ice, but you were making Thanksgiving happy for a lot of people.
You know,
out
we
there.
start off very early in the morning. We started. It's still a little chilly outside. We got the cold turkeys in the truck. Thank you to U-Haul who donated the trucks for us to bring out the turkeys. But man, we went all around the ward handing out turkeys. And not only do we do turkeys, but we do the side dishes as well. Thank you to the rescue mission for creating a fabulous full experience for our residents. You know, turkeys, the cranberry sauce, the stuffing, the whole nine. It was just fantastic. Thank you to all the volunteers that came out and helped. Special thank you to my staff who works tirelessly to make this happen and pull this off every year.
Yeah,
So
the idea is
it's
that
fantastic.
everybody has a wonderful Thanksgiving.
They do.
Hopefully you are out there.
They do. They do. And our seniors and our communities look forward to it. When I go back to Barlow and I go back to Lewis Shell and they say, so when's the turkeys happening? When's the turkeys happening? When are you coming? Well, we came on the 19th.
It's been going on for many a year now. I've been here a long while, and this is a tradition.
It has, and it was a big question when people going out talking to them about, supporting the ward and supporting the council.
Because you're the new councilman. Hey, you're
I'm the
going to
new
continue this,
councilman.
right?
Right.
That's not going away, is it?
Yeah, I think I might have been, chopped off at the head if we didn't continue this.
It's not permissible. Yeah,
It is not permissible, yes.
Exactly.
Turkeys are happening every year, no doubt about it.
Well, congratulations. That's wonderful. And
It was great.
to those who helped make it happen, thank you so much. And to the recipients out there, we hope you enjoyed it.
Yes.
So, good stuff.
Yes.
Speaking of wonderful events, great tradition, our annual Veterans Day Parade always takes place on Veterans Day weekend. And this was awesome. We had a great turnout, as we always do. This was on November 11th, that actual Sunday. And you were right at the front. Look at you. There you are, you and the other council members.
Yeah, me, Councilman Anthony, Councilwoman Fiore, myself, rode on Big Red, our big truck, and that truck really moves. If you've never been on it, you think this truck is going to trudge away, because it's so old. But that truck moves, man. And then the mayor was in front of us. The mayors, Mayor Oscar and Mayor Carolyn, were in
They were
front
in
of
the
us
pink Cadillac.
Pink Cadillac with Elvis driving.
Yep.
So
That's tradition, too.
and it was a great turnout. It was a little chilly day. It was a brisk day. It was beautiful to be out on 4th Street and to be downtown Las Vegas and celebrating our veterans and really recognizing all what they have done and then what our armed forces continue to do.
For sure, and the thing of it is, we always love to talk about this. That Veterans Day Parade is billed as the largest west of the Mississippi, so we're very proud of that.
Yeah.
It was interesting too because it was the 100th anniversary of the armistice of World War I.
Yeah,
was
that's
that
right.
day as well.
That's right.
So
That's
a lot,
right.
lot to observe.
It is a lot to observe, and it was great also, when the parades happened. But it was good to see so many of the ROTC groups around the city, from the schools, the young Metro volunteers, the young firefighter volunteers, just to see all that come together and to see these young adults out of there. They were, marching in step in order, and it was great to see such young kids out there supporting our veterans.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, they might be
in the military,
helping the
themselves.
military and helping us saving
Exactly
and
right.
making a difference in the world.
It's a wonderful event every year. Always happens on the actual day, Veterans Day. Next year, it's going to be on a Monday, so it'd be a holiday. It'd be great for everybody to get out.
It was great. Big shout out to Esther, who in the city,
Esther Rinke,
who works tirelessly to ensure that
it's a
everything
heavy
moves
lift
policy.
pulling that
It
off.
is.
Yeah,
she does a fantastic job
does.
at all of our events for the city, and I just want to thank her personally.
She makes it look easy,
good.
but it's far from it. Yeah, good stuff. Councilman, a little more serious note. You made a trip to Phoenix recently. You've been working very hard to address homelessness within your ward.
Yes.
Homelessness is an issue across our valley, but in your ward, that tends to be where the primary service providers are located. So that's where many of the homeless congregate.
Yes.
And this is an issue that we're trying to address, trying to make some inroads. Some cities out there have got some good examples of what to do.
Yep.
Phoenix being one, San Antonio. You've been to San Antonio.
San Antonio.
And you were recently in Phoenix in end of October to look at the CAS Center down there, which is kind of a system that they've set up there that similar to what we're trying to create here, right?
Yeah. So we've gone to San Antonio, Los Angeles, Phoenix. We went to San Francisco to look at homelessness.
Forgot about the California stops too.
As well as look at their social use venues for cannabis. But Phoenix in particular, they have half as many of the homeless population as we have, and it's a very large metropolitan city. They have the CAS Center, which is there, but they also have a number of ancillary. They've done a good job in housing.
Yeah,
They've
sure have.
done a good job. They have something called respites, which I'd never heard of, where people can, homelessness who go into emergency rooms, instead of them coming out and just putting them back out on the street, they go to a respite where you can receive additional medical care as well as receive social services. So when you leave the respite, you're not going to put you back on the street. The goal is to put you in housing, get you a job, and then help you.
They sort of graduate through that, Councilman.
Yeah,
they go
right.
from coming off the street to the first stop to the second, and then finally you're on your own. But it's a series of stops along the way where you get lots of support.
Yep.
If you're an addict, for example, you're going to be in a place where there's going to be counseling. Somebody can help you keep track of what you should and shouldn't be doing.
Yep.
And then they kind of take baby steps before turning people completely loose.
We're on a journey to understand where we are in terms of what we're doing with the homelessness, what's working and what's not working. Hence, that's why we're going around the country looking at homelessness and best practices and not best practices. Create a blueprint for ourselves and for our region, and then to get our partners involved with North Las Vegas, Henderson, and the county, as well as the city.
Yep.
I applaud the city for taking a very proactive approach to creating a courtyard, and I think that's going to be a huge step towards eradicating homelessness in our city. Yet we know that there's more that we need to do.
Sure.
So the city of Las Vegas is taking a lead, and we need to get our partners involved in this. We're going to create that blueprint.
For sure. You know, Councilman, it's interesting. I've been to the CAS Center in Phoenix myself. One of the big differences, I think, between Phoenix, San Antonio, I haven't been to LA like you have, but the level of private sector support is so huge in those cities.
Yes.
Here, seems like most of the burden falls on local government to address the issue. But in Phoenix and in San Antonio, certainly, local government certainly a big player. The service providers, the nonprofits that support homelessness and support the homeless, certainly involved. But the private sector is a huge factor in those cities that maybe we don't see quite as prevalent here in Las Vegas.
Well, there's no doubt about it. But there are a lot of great organizations doing great stuff. I want to make sure we're all on the same page, working off the same, playbook. And for instance, in Los Angeles, the United Way has a completely and separate homeless division of the United Way.
Right.
We don't have that here. We have a United Way which does amazing work around the valley, but there's no separate, department that deals with nothing but homelessness. So we have a long ways to go. We're going to get there. Rest assured that this is something that is very, very near to our heart. I've learned so much in 6-7 months about homelessness. My compassion and empathy for the homeless has changed dramatically, and we have to continue to find ways to humanitarily deal with our homeless population and to get people off the street, get them in leases, and get them contributing back to our society.
Well, you've been working at it, and there's no question about that. You've really thrown yourself into it.
Yeah.
And, clearly you and the council members and, of course, the city as a whole are trying to do exactly the right thing, as you say, the best practices to really
no doubt about it. And I applaud my peers who have gone on some of these trips with us. They could easily have just sat back and said, "I'm not,
Yeah, it's your
you
ward.
handle
Yeah.
that. It's not it's not my ward." But they've gone on these trips and they've seen it firsthand because one, homelessness is mostly resides in Ward 5 and Ward 3, the downtown corridors. But we know that it's in Wards 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Sure, it's everywhere.
Just as much as it is in ours. It's just not quite as open yet.
Right.
And so we need to do something about it before there are encampments on Charleston and Rampart.
Sure, and in fact, there are homeless in
Yes.
Charleston and
They are.
Rampart. That's
Sure
that's
they
for
are.
sure.
Without a
They're out
doubt.
there as well. So anyway, we're working on it, and with leadership like you're showing, we're going to make some big steps here. That's the idea.
I agree.
Councilman, October 24th, you and I both attended the Mayor's Prayer Breakfast.
That was
Texas
great.
Station, it's a great annual event. Mayors from all across the valley, all the local leadership. It's really a time to come together to show unity, and it's a time for all these high school students. It's primarily high school students attend this event, also to kind of work together as one community rather than a fractured one.
That, and it's also great to see the different religions come together, right? So if you're Catholic, or if you're Muslim, or if you're Sheikh, or if you're whatever you believe in, you can come together under the unity of just God's grace, and to have this breakfast and to have a level of calmness throughout the day. The high school kids are fantastic. It was great to run into so many kids that I know that are in high school that were actually at the breakfast, and they come up and say, "Yeah, Councilman Crear, what's going on?" Give them a high five. "Oh man, you're here too? Great, good to see you." And so it was a great morning.
Yeah, it really was. It's a wonderful event. Like you say, Councilman, the idea is to celebrate really how we're similar rather than how we're
I
different,
agree.
right?
I agree.
And that
I agree.
It was interesting. Someone reads a prayer from each of the different major religions, and the theme from all of them is very much the same: love, supporting one another, supporting the community.
Yeah, completely. Like, we live in a great country where we have the ability to publicly believe in what religion we prefer. Many countries don't have that luxury where wars are fought over this and generations has been issues. So what a great country we live in where we can publicly come out and say, I'm Muslim or I'm not Muslim, I'm Protestant or what have you. So it's a great country that we live in.
Absolutely.
Reiterated that with the Mayor's Prayer Breakfast.
Exactly. Helping keep our country great. You're a member of the National League of Cities, right, Councilman? Yeah, exactly. This is an important part as your role of councilman. You play this role. You were recently in L.A. Was this the national conference?
Yeah, it was a national conference. So it was the National League of Cities, which is the national organization that advocates for cities and local government. They've been in business for over 90 years.
Yeah.
They've got over 1,500, 1,600 cities that are participating in it. So you've got local elected officials from New York City down to Broomfield, Colorado.
Yeah, right.
And what a great, and the different workshops, and what a great way to find out what's going on in their communities. One of the persons from Slidell, Louisiana, which my wife is up the street in New Orleans East, says, we have a big homeless problem. We've got about 6 homeless. And so 6.
Wow.
So you get someone that's got 6 homeless to us that have 6,500 homeless. And you see the different dynamics of how they deal with it.
Right.
But for that's a lot, relatively speaking. And so it was just great to see best practices and to meet a lot of elected officials and to also see the hard work that people are putting in to make their communities better.
Well, and it's what is great too is the National League of Cities helps advocate for cities at the federal level, at the state level, at the local level, and so it's really important.
Yeah, and many small cities don't have access to a lot of resources.
Exactly.
And access to a lot of data. They have no voice in the federal process because they're very small cities. National League of Cities, helps them with that. You can access as a member the different databases and data of different things that make better educated decisions.
Right, exactly. And so it's where everybody gets together and talks about common issues and hopefully gets some,
no matter where you're
common
from.
solutions. Right, exactly right. Councilman, we love this event every year. It's the Las Vegas Valley Book Festival. It took place on October 20th at the 5th Street School. This is if you have never been out to this, folks, you've got to make time next year to hit it. It's always in October, always a Saturday toward the middle or end of the month. Go out there. Books, authors. If you love books, there's performances. It's really a great experience.
Yeah, it was a great time of year. It was a beautiful day. It was crowded. There were so many people that were there the day I was there, and it's a multiple day event. Kids, families that came out. Great entertainment. and entertainment that a lot of local entertainment, things you might not see on a day-to-day basis. But look, we're all promoting reading literacy. It's so important. What a great way to do it in a great environment at the 5th Street School on a fantastic day in downtown Las Vegas.
Yeah, really super. What's really great about it, you see all the different lectures, the performances going on, but so many of the authors of poetry and books, et cetera, are there, and you get the chance to talk with them and kind of dig into, what were you thinking when you wrote this? What was the real theme behind this? And you just get into these great discussions about, what did the book really mean, et cetera.
Right,
and
right.
It's just great.
And how many times have we done that and we had a different ideology?
Right.
What the author had? That's not what I meant.
Right.
Well, don't tell me that. You ruined it for me, man.
No. This is what you were trying to say.
This is what I thought you did. So, I'm sticking with my story. I'm not sticking with your story.
Right.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. So,
it is great.
Come out
great
and check
time.
it out. Yeah,
great time. And
big
shout out to Allie, who works in our arts
Allie Haynes
department,
Hamlin,
who's great and puts it on, and fantastic event.
Wonderful for the downtown too.
Yes.
Brings a lot of people. It's technically in Ward 3.
It is.
Kind of across the line from your ward, but it just brings people into the downtown, which you also represent, and so it's just a great event all the way around. So.
Fantastic, a lot of fun.
Super duper. And then, Councilman, I love this. This is the Doolittle Senior Showcase. This is kind of like American Idol for seniors.
Yeah.
This took place on Wednesday, November 14th. And there's a lot of talent out there in our community, no matter what the age.
Yeah, I thank you to Cassandra, who heads up the Doolittle Senior Center there, and all of the seniors that come in there on a day-to-day basis. The talent from the bands to the dance to the art to the poetry to what have you, it's just combined into one evening, and it's fantastic. It's a great night, a lot of fun, and you're going to come out and you're going to see a lot of people. You're going to see your neighbors performing, people that you might not think perform.
Exactly, and a lot of these folks are retired professionals who, just put down roots here in Las Vegas, and they're still really good.
Very,
There's
very
some
good.
Incredible talent out there.
Yeah. I've heard some of them practice at the Doolittle Senior Center walking by, and you go, man, who is that?
Yeah,
What's
that's some
going on
professional
there?
group, right? Yeah, that's coming off the strip.
Yeah, right. So it's fantastic.
The Never Too Late band performed. Our good friend Al Fontaine.
Yes, they are excellent.
Them. Yes,
they are excellent. I've seen them perform a number of times, and I'm like, man, I got to craft an event around just to try to get them to come do something. I love how they.
These guys are retired professional musicians. Most of them, all very talented.
They are very
bring
talented.
them all together. It's always special.
Yep.
So good stuff. If you missed it, we'll do it again next year. Be sure to put it on your calendar. Councilman, I love this. We had our Safe Halloween night at the Pearson Community Center. This was a joint city-county effort, right?
Yes, it was. A joint city-county effort. Commissioner Weekly and I came together and said, look, why don't we do one grand event instead of you do an event and then I do an event. If I did one at Doolittle, you do one at Pearson. Let's come together and do one at Pearson. Next year we'll do one at Doolittle.
Ah, nice.
But what an amazing turnout. I mean, it was packed. It was a ton of fun. We gave out a ton of candy. We had popcorn, we gave out apples, and it was just a great evening. So fantastic to see the kids dressed in their costumes, but what's even more shocking is that you see the parents dressed in their costumes as well.
I know.
And the parents wanted candy just as much as, sometimes as much as the kids wanted the candy. It was a huge turnout. We had we had the rock climbing walls, we had big slides, and we had entertainment. It was a fantastic evening. A safe night for your kids to come in and get safe candy.
Pony rides here? Look, this is first class.
Yep, no doubt about it. Have to worry about pre-screening and x-raying the candy. They got great safe candy. It was good. It was a great environment. We had no issues.
Petting zoo.
Which is fantastic. And the community just came together and said, this is a good evening.
Yeah, man, this is really fun. It's
like
the whole carnival and then some.
Yeah.
You and your team there, you got Kelly and Harry there, yeah?
Yeah, we ate a couple of pieces of candy.
Gotta do it. It's obligatory on Halloween.
Yeah, hand out two, eat one.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Make sure it's good.
Yeah, it was great. We had a great time, and like I said, the turnout was overwhelming.
Well, see, and what's great, it's safe too. You know, you can come there, have a good time, and you're not gonna have to worry about any of the tricks that go on sometimes on Halloween. So
no doubt about it.
Good stuff. And Councilman, you've been out there. You did some bingo at Levy Gardens, right?
Yeah, what a great day we had. We go and we give out these gift baskets, and we've been over to Barlow, we've been to Levy, and this is over at Levy, and had a great time. I actually, Harry in my office, I called a couple games. Harry and I called a couple games. I played a couple games, and got a chance to sit with some of the residents of Harry Levy. It's just a good time. Plus, it's great to hear what the seniors have to say and what's going on, and see how we can help them.
They love when you come over there and make connection, and
it's fantastic.
Hear what they have to say.
Yeah, and they don't candy coat, so you're going to get the real deal. It's like they're going to say, Councilman, tell you what you want to hear. They're going to tell you maybe what you don't want to hear.
Right.
And then
you need to fix this, Councilman.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I'm on it.
Yeah, but it was great. I love going to our senior centers in our ward. We get a chance to talk to so many great people. And we have so many great seniors in our ward, and we need to make sure we take care of them and understand what the challenges that they might have, and then try to address those issues.
Yeah, because really, those senior centers are they're a great place. These folks have contributed to our community. They've been great citizens, and this is now a place where we want to make sure they're comfortable and they're living a good quality of life. So.
No doubt about it. And so, seniors in my ward are always open. Give me a call. I'd love to hear from you.
Now, you've got some stuff coming up, if I'm not mistaken, Councilman, some like holiday parties for the seniors in your ward as well.
Yeah, we do.
So that'd be nice.
We're going to have a great time over the holidays. It's just good to get out and be engaged in the community. We're also going to create a hat and coat drive, which is going to happen, and we're going to give them away at the courtyard. That's going to happen around the ward. We've got a number of different events that are going to take place, so tune in. You can always find out more about it. So LasVegasNevada.gov and Ward 5/Ward 5. Find out about all the things that are going on.
Yeah, sounds good. Speaking of which, thinking of things coming up, the 29th Annual Holiday Craft Fair is going to be December 6th. This is from 10 to 1:30 at the Las Vegas Senior Center. That's on East Bonanza, kind of near Las Vegas Boulevard, if you're not familiar. And the great thing about this is that there are crafts there for the holidays that you can go and purchase. So it's really a wonderful fair. People, if you make crafts and you want to sell them, if you're looking to buy some really great things for the holidays, it's kind of it's a great opportunity.
Yeah, craft fairs are great, especially for people who are really involved in that. So we're going to have a great time there. Come out, like you said, if you're a crafter or a crafty, then come on out and meet your friends.
Right.
Grab some things that you might not see in Michael's or some unique type things that are there. So come on out.
I'm always amazed at the level of talent of the people who put that kind of thing together. Who are really crafters. It's like you take this stuff from Michael's, it's just on the shelf, and you turn it into these works of art.
And they seem to do it so seamlessly.
Right.
And they go, oh, well, no, I'll do that. No problem. I can make that happen. No problem. You just take a bam, bam, bam. And you go, really, next thing you know, it's like this beautiful piece that you thought that you ordered from some, store.
From
some place in Europe or someplace. And it was me who did that.
I made that.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I completely agree with you.
All right, so again, that's going to be December 6th at the Las Vegas Senior Center, Las Vegas Boulevard and Bonanza, basically. Come check it out. Love to have you out there. And then the Durfelt Senior Center, this is going to take place. This is a joint thing with J.T. McWilliams Elementary School. There's a Christmas project there. This is going to take place on Saturday, December 8th at 9:30 at the Durfelt Senior Center. This is 3343 West Washington Avenue. This is really an event aimed at helping kids, isn't it, Councilman, primarily?
It is. And, come out, bring the families, obviously, like we said, it's in conjunction with J.T. McWilliams Elementary School, to the senior centers, get the kids out, meet some seniors. Like the seniors, and one thing about seniors, they have a lot of knowledge. And so anytime we can take some kids and expose them to the knowledge that the seniors might have is invaluable.
Yeah, and that's the idea, is to kind of bring those two generations, the young and our seniors together. It's always a good experience.
No doubt about it.
Well, Councilman, it's always great to have you on the show. We covered a lot of turf here today.
We have a lot going on.
Yeah, and this is, I believe this is going to be your last show of this year.
Yep, so I wish everybody a happy holidays, a happy new year. Be safe, be smart, be alert.
Yeah.
If you see something, say something.
Yeah, for sure, So we had, especially into the whole New Year's celebration all the way around.
Yes.
So, but good advice. And Councilman, I want to tell everybody out there, hey, we always want to hear from you. So if you have something you'd like to share with Councilman Crear, you can find him on Facebook and Twitter. He's very active. And you know what? He's also very active on Instagram. I can tell you that firsthand. And if you leave a comment, we could use one of your posts on our next show. Love to hear from you. You can also contact the Councilman just by picking up the phone, 702-229-6405. Or you can send him an email. His address is ccrear, that's C-R-E-A-R, at LasVegasNevada.gov. And he will get back to you, or his staff will.
Yes, we respond back to everybody.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's the idea here.
No doubt about it.
Got an issue, we're on it. So, well, happy holidays to you.
Thank you very much. Happy holidays to you
and your
too.
Family and
everybody have a great, safe, happy holidays. Don't eat too much. Work out. You know,
Yeah.
you blow it out one day, but go work out the next day.
That's true. That's true. So I guess on this show, we'll see you next year. We'll
Yes.
say, yeah, see you in
Yes.
2019.
2019.
Wow.
It's
All
amazing.
Right. All right.
All right.
Happy holidays,
Thank
Councilman.
you.
And we want to thank you for joining us for this edition of Access City Council. Don't miss our next show beginning on November 29th with Councilwoman Lois Tarkanian. And don't forget, you can watch us live on the internet at kclv.tv. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time around.